if I traded it all.
Welcome back, everyone. Woo-hoo! When you hear that, you know that I have Michael Henderson here in studio with me in the house. I have Michael Henderson, who is the owner of Tapestry Insurance Group. I was just talking to you. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah.
I was just talking to how tired you must be. Tell everybody, you want to talk about Medicare, and every day
is a Medicare day.
We've talked about that.
Yeah. Now so more than ever because it's annual enrollment. But we got 2 days left. December 7th is the end of annual enrollment.
Wow.
So, but there's still time to call. There's still a lot of questions. I got 3 calls this morning, outside of appointments of people that had questions and needed help. So, there's never a bad time. So we still have time.
I got to tell you something. My ex-husband, just happened to have a question. And I'm going to ask this what happens when in this situation.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, we think about this is the time of the year right now you have 2 days for seniors to change their plans, to find out if they're on the right plan for them.
Yeah. Yep. Time to check out see if your prescription drugs, if they've changed for the year, what your costs are projected to be for next year, things like that.
Now, when you and I talk, we talk a lot about how people who might have different, they might have had different prescriptions.
Yep.
That's really big, really big.
Medical conditions.
A lot of medical conditions. Now, this one came up just the other day because my ex-husband, he might even be listening if you are high, but about surgeries, because he was questioning, are there other plans out there that might be a better plan for me to be on now so I can change it since I have that time. If I'm going to do something that might be that they know that there's going to have something surgery by the end of the year, but maybe he wanted to change it so he had a different deductible. Is that possible?
So there's if you I've actually had this happen in the past with clients looking at surgeries, and there's a couple different types of surgery. I'm not a doctor, by the way, for everybody out there. I just play one on TV, but no. There's inpatient surgeries where you're in the hospital overnight, say to recover, like maybe a full joint replacement, like a knee replacement or something. That's one type, and then you look at the hospital costs on that. The other type would be what they call an outpatient surgery, which would be an outpatient surgical center or hospital, where you're in and out the same day. You're not spending the night in the hospital. Like that would be like an orthoscopic joint surgery where they're just cleaning stuff up or whatever. And there's a price for that as well. So it just depends on the plan that you're on, what those prices might be. Now, we want to look at an overall approach. We don't just want to look at one thing when we're looking at a plan.
More surgeries done.
So we want to look at maybe the surgery costs, what the doctor costs are going to be. Also, in a surgery situation, you're likely going to have physical therapy after the surgery.
True.
So you need to look at the costs that might be associated with physical therapy, because physical therapy may be something that you do 2-3 times a week for 4, 5, 6 weeks. That can really add up depending on the plan. So we want to take that into account when we're looking. And of course, then you got Medicare supplements, Advantage plans, that type of thing too. So that's one of the valid things that we go through when we talk about plans.
And I wanted to talk a little bit about that because I think that it is so interesting that so many people, when it comes to this time of the year, there are some people that don't do anything. And I think that's really sad because you know what? This is your time to find out, are you on the right? Is this right for you? Like I said
before. This is your time.
This is your time. But more than anything, too, there's so many things that happen. People, your health doesn't stay the same.
Right.
And so seniors out there, you have 2 days right now, and you can call. When you call Michael, let me tell you, first of all, you are a seniors advocate.
We definitely try to be.
Truly are. And you make it all about education. That's what it is. It's a free service to you, the families out there. This is, you cover the entire Southwest. So when they call you, what I love about Michael is that you love to talk about to everybody personally, find out what are your needs, what area are you in, so that they can get somebody in their area to help them. That's so important.
Now, right now, because we're getting so close to the end, we're doing the office phone number, so you might get Norma, my office manager, as well. But the same thing applies. She's been in this industry for many years. She's even worked for insurance carriers before. So we're not, we work on the knowledge base of having time in the industry. But you hit the nail on the head. For us and our organization and my agents that work with me, it's all about education. We want you to know what your options are, and then you can evaluate the plan that's for you. So, there's, 80 different Advantage plans here in Maricopa County, for instance. That's just one county, plus the Medicare supplements, and there's a lot to it. So we want to narrow it, educate you, so then you can look at the plans objectively, and then we narrow it down from there.
Now, you cover the entire Southwest. When you call, leave a message. I always say this on all of the things. Facebook, we're live on Facebook now, and I always say, leave a message, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah. One, it's busy, and we may be with somebody because we try to dedicate the time to somebody we're talking to. We don't want to interrupt with phone calls, but we can't call you back if you don't leave us what's called a permission to contact. That's one of the rules on Medicare. We can't just pick up the phone book and start calling people, and that's why that rule is there. So you need to let me know that you've called, and we can call you back then.
That phone number to call, it's 480-847-0701. Again, 480-847-0701. Do not call the people on television. We want you to call somebody who's local here.
Yeah.
And Michael is a people person for sure.
We want to work with you. I tell you what, my goal is to make sure that people have a local agent, because local agents know the market, they know the hospitals and networks, and they're not just looking at things on a computer screen. Obviously, we are looking at information, but we know the local area. That's why we want to connect you with a local agent that's in your area. If you're talking with somebody, on an 800 number, you don't know where you're calling, and they might sign you up on something, but you'll never be able to call that same person back and get questions answered about your policy. If you have a local agent, they can help you navigate things. So if you have a local agent, great, call them. But if not, give us a call and we can get you helped out.
Right, and make sure that you call somebody here direct. And Michael,
locally.
He is your seniors advocate. What I love about him, he is all about educating you on what is right for you, and you don't know until you have the conversation with him.
Yep.
And it is a free service to you. It just makes sense to do that. Again, that phone number to call direct, it's 480-847-0701, and leave a message so that he can call you back.
Yeah, leave us a message. I do want to say something as well. We got 2 days left in AEP, and we can talk about this more in the second segment, but don't let that stop you. If you think you've missed the boat or something, we also still need to talk to you, because if you did need to make a change, there may be an election period that you could utilize after AEP's over. Not everybody may have one, but you never know till you call.
Here's the thing, too. Let me tell you something, folks, because if you even have to something, you can even change it. Let's say you heard this just now and you thought, you know what, I did just get a new prescription. A lot of times people don't realize you can still change it again, right?
Yeah. So just so everybody knows, it's the last application in before December 7th. So if you saw something, you changed, and then you're having second thoughts, you still have 2 days.
Right. And again, 2 days, but it ain't over till the fat lady sings.
It's not over till it's over. There we go.
So that number to call them direct, we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we want to talk further, and I do want to talk about medications, because it happened to my ex again, too. The same thing happened, where, you know what, folks, your life changes on a dime every single day. You never know when you're going to get something, and you won't know till you have that conversation with Michael, so that he can help you find out, are you on the right plan? That's all it's all about.
Yep.
Again, that phone number to call, it's 480-847-0701. He covers the entire Southwest. So if you're not in his area, he will make sure that you get with somebody local in your area that knows your area, and that's what it's all about. Again, you have a couple days, but it ain't over till it's over. Again, that phone number to call, 480-847-0701. Hang tight, we'll be back in just a minute.
Woohoo!
People from all over want to come to Arizona, so why not turn property you already own into a vacation home? At iTrip Vacations, we're invested in your success. Our boutique customer service ensures your questions are answered, your peace of mind is intact, and your property is expertly maintained. Plus, we partner with dozens of rental services to maximize marketing and keep your property booked. Call 480-586-9096 today or visit itriptempe.com.
If you'd like your granite and marble to get back to that brand new look, call King's World of Marble. The word in the Valley is if King's World of Marble can't repair it, nobody can. With 40 plus years of experience, King's World of Marble can repair, restore, and maintain all natural stone within residential and commercial spaces. The market is full of stone countertops and flooring, so King's World of Marble with a 5-star rating is truly the best to repair the damages the right way. Call 602-451-2689, 602-251-2689, or visit kingsworldofmarble.org.
Feeling overwhelmed with your money? At More Wealth, we can help you feel on track without worrying about numbers or tracking the market all the time. Visit morewealthmanagement.net, where we use a new generation holistic approach to maximize your retirement income and help minimize taxes, so we can help you feel ahead financially and give you the financial clarity needed to calm your fears and provide peace of mind. Visit morewealthmanagement.net to schedule a consultation today.
We do not provide legal or tax advice, and you should consult an attorney or tax professional for such advice. Investment advisory services offered through More Wealth Partners, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
Hi, I'm Randy Courtney, broker-owner of Weichert Realtors, Courtney Valley. I've served in the Valley for over 37 years. We handle all your residential needs. If you're thinking about making a move, call me for an expert broker price opinion. Find out what to do to your home to maximize its value. You'll be surprised at what you'll learn and well worth the time with me. I will tell you what most agents will not. Call me today at 480-705-9600. At Courtney Valley White Properties, we handle your real estate needs, big or small. We handle them all.
Do you have a parent, grandparent, or loved one who needs some extra help? Senior Helpers has spent 16 years helping seniors continue to live at home as they age. Do you have a loved one needing help with grocery shopping, meal preparation, or even help taking a shower? Call Senior Helpers today at 480-621-6672. We specialize in helping seniors with Alzheimer's and dementia, Parkinson's disease, and other chronic illnesses to stay at home. You can find us online at seniorhelpers.com or at 480-621-6672.
Are you tired of dealing with incontinence? Do frequent trips to the bathroom keep you up at night? Sudden urges when you laugh, cough, or sneeze? VJuve's non-invasive treatments for men and women are covered by insurance, Medicare, and FDA approved, making them accessible to everyone. Say goodbye to discomfort and embarrassment, and hello to a happier, healthier you. With several locations throughout the Valley, there's one nearby. Why wait any longer? Schedule your complimentary treatment today at stopthep.com or call 480-593-5400. Let VJuve make you a better you.
If I traded it all.
So welcome back, everyone. Woohoo! And you know what? It is open enrollment right now, and you have 2 more days. But everybody has 2 more days. It is not over.
It's not over till it's over. And I would still say, like I said at the end of the first segment, is call us. Even if you think you've missed the boat, call us, because there are special election periods that some people have that you will have the ability to make a change if you needed to in the future. If you're on the right plan, obviously we're not going to change you, but you don't know till you get the information. So even if you think you've missed it because we're close, give us a holler.
But you know what? You're not close, because a lot of people, they tend to be procrastinators.
Hey, I'm as guilty as anybody else on that one. So yeah, I agree. I hate to say it because I don't think it's uncomfortable, but a lot of people think this is uncomfortable to talk about. It's uncomfortable to make a call and talk to somebody about your health care or your insurance or about the money that's involved in health care, things like that. It's kind of an uncomfortable topic, and so for some people, and so I get it, and that's what we're here for.
But what you have when you talk to Michael is you have somebody who's experienced. You've been doing this for a really long time. Passionate, so passionate.
I do like it.
He is your seniors advocate. He is here to help you understand and navigate you through Medicare, because there's so many questions when it comes to it. And let me tell you, we were talking at the break about a story that you wanted to tell about the guy that called that was 66.
Yeah. Just a point that it's not too late, and also it makes the point that I get it. People don't understand that there are people like us, like our team, out here to help you. I had a call recently from a gentleman who he's turning 66 in January, I believe it is, January, February, and so, but he doesn't have his Medicare active. His Part B is not active. He didn't know he needed to do that, and he thought since he had other insurance and he just had an individual plan that he didn't need to do that. Unfortunately, he'll get a penalty, but the penalty's not because he didn't want to do it. It's from a lack of knowledge, and it's not his fault. It's hard to get the information. It's harder than you think, even though we think everything's available, which it is on Google or whatever. You have to be able to interpret it though and apply it to yourself, right? Mm-hmm. And so we got him taken care of. He's going to be able to apply for it. He's going to have a small penalty, but at least he made the call now.
And
that's
now
my
it's
point.
Taken care of,
Exactly.
and he can put that behind him. My dad likes to say that's now behind you.
Yeah.
But I want to mention something to what you're bringing up. I know somebody last year in California who had that happen. He was talking to me. You and I had been talking. I've known you now for quite some time, so I know how much Medicare is so important. And he's sitting there talking to me about something to the effect that he didn't have that taken care of with his prescriptions or something like that.
Yeah.
And I said, well, how come the guy who does your Medicare and helps you with that didn't make sure that was done?
Sure.
So anybody, it could happen to anybody, but you know what? You want to make sure that it's all done correctly.
Right.
Especially if you're trying to do these things on your own, folks. That's really something you don't do.
It's a lot to interpret. I'm an insurance guy, but I don't shop my own car insurance. I have an agent that does that because I'm not an expert in that, right? Mm-hmm. So I think you need to have people in your corner that are working for you. And the other thing that the gentleman asked, so I'll put it out there, is after we got off the phone, or when we were getting rounding it out on the phone, however you say that, finishing up, he asked what,
it's okay. It's Michael Henderson.
Yeah, tongue-tied. He's like, what are your fees? And it's nice to be able to say, you don't have to pay me anything for my years that I've put into not getting knowledge about this. I get paid from the carriers if somebody makes a choice with us. That's what technically, I guess, makes us insurance salespeople. Mm-hmm. But as we talked about on the break,
I was going to say, you're not a salesperson.
No, like I was telling you, I was at a client's house last night, and her son was there. He's on Medicare as well, Medicare, and he has a Medicare Advantage plan already. And we were talking, and I said, I may not be a very good insurance salesperson, but I have to tell you, you're on a good plan. I mean, I could try to change you onto something, but I'm not going to do that. You're on a good plan. There's no reason to change. So my goal is to educate people so that they know their plan that they're on if they decide to stay, or present an option if it's better that you can move on to. Right. So
and what I love what you said is that why would I put him through? Because anytime there's a change, there's a lot of things you have to deal with and go through, right?
Yeah.
So why would I put him through that? And that was awesome. That's what I love about you.
Yeah. There's just no reason to disrupt somebody's health care or health insurance if there's not a reason to. That's my philosophy. You may not hear that from every insurance person out there, but that's my philosophy. I've been doing this a long time, and I actually get referrals from people that I haven't changed because they know that we're going to research and we're going to try to do the right thing.
The right thing.
Yeah.
And now you can call him at 480-847-0701 and leave a message because of course big time busy right now.
Big time busy.
Big time busy.
Big time busy.
And it's the same as like woohoo.
Woohoo, yeah.
But I want to also bring this back again about medication.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Because you could have, let's say you went and you changed your plan and you got it all done or whatever, and then maybe this has been going on since October, right?
Yeah, October 15th.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe you went to the doctor, you got something happen, and he said, you know what, I'm going to put you on this medication. Yeah. Which is what happened to my ex. Okay?
We do hear that. We hear that all the time. It's more common than you think.
Really?
Because a lot of people will do a doctor's appointment the last quarter of the year.
Yeah, get it in.
And so something may change with their blood work, or I don't know, who knows? I'm not a doctor again. I just play one on TV.
But they had like him. He had to get a different medication.
And so that may not have an impact on your plan. I mean, truthfully, but depending on the medication, it might have an impact whether that medication's on the formulary, it's called, of your plan that you're on or not. It could potentially cost you a lot of money or save you a lot of money, depending.
Right.
So you definitely should look at it.
It's a conversation, and it's a free conversation to you to sit down and talk to him and find out, am I on the right plan? Even if you've had it done, right now you have up until till
the 7th. Well,
till the 7th.
Through the end of the day on the 7th.
And it's the last application that goes in.
It is.
But mainly right now, when you're listening to this, that's what I love about my show the most, and I say it all of the time about the information that people hear. It's a platform, and whether or not it's for you or someone that I mean, I'm not that person, but I've got friends that are all in that area.
Yeah.
And everybody that is, I guess, 65 on up, that's all they talk about is Medicare. You know?
That golf or lunch. I don't know. No. Actually, come to think of it, that's almost all I talk about is Medicare
Really?
And lunch anyway.
Well,
So no.
but you should.
That's what I do. No, it's a fun thing for me because I love what I do. Like you said earlier, I know it's scary for a lot of people, and I understand that, and I feel it because I see it all the time in people. I see it in their eyes when they're talking about it, the confusion and things. But don't let it be that way. Get some information and feel good about your decision. That's what I say.
You cover the entire Southwest. So when you talk with Michael, it's going to either, right now he's super, super busy, so it'll be either you or the office manager.
Yep.
They kind of are going to take an intake on you, find out a little bit about you.
Yep.
But more than anything, if you're in Michael's area, great. But if you're also not, you can help him. Let's talk a bit about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna if you're in Sun City West, if you're up north in Yavapai County, if you're down in Tucson, we're gonna get you with a local agent. I have agents all over the state. I have agents in California, New Mexico, Colorado, all over. But if you call us, we're going to get you with an agent in your area. If you're in Mesa, our office is 805 North Dobson Road. Drop in. We're there from 9 to 5, and we can get you helped out there. As long as you might have to wait right now, but maybe not. Who knows? So.
And I also want to say this too. When I've mentioned how people that don't renew. Okay, I think they don't even think about it because, like my ex-mother-in-law, I just was talking about my ex-husband. But the mother-in-law, too, I'm positive. I mean, even though she's 90, and believe me, she's on like a lot of different medication right now, she should check, but I don't know whether they're doing that.
Yeah, I don't. You don't have to do it like maybe all the time, but it's good. We check our auto insurance.
Do it all the time.
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt. We check our auto insurance rates every year. Why wouldn't you check your health care?
Right. We were saying that earlier about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I get it. It's a hassle, and I get it. It's scary. It can be scary, but it doesn't have to be.
I think more than anything, people I like what I'm on,
Sure.
But,
and it's familiar.
Right.
It's familiar.
What could happen is you could go to the doctor next year, right? And guess what? Their doctor may not be on that plan anymore.
May not be in network.
Happen.
That happens sometimes. We do see network changes. It doesn't happen a lot, but we do see that sometimes. Like doctors will drop a network or they'll retire or something like that. But we can help you look up a new doctor.
Is it mostly medication?
There's medications, there's doctors, there's procedures like we talked about earlier, like the surgery question you had. It's all kind. I mean, it's hard to narrow down.
Everybody's different.
For me, I will tell you, it's the whole picture. I actually had an agent call me this morning and asked, I don't know how much time we have, she asked about a client who had a situation on just one thing. And I said, let's look at the whole picture.
Right.
And then we can help with that one thing, but we can also help with everything else.
That's what I love about Michael right there. Because he's all about making sure that you are on the right plan, educating you to make sure that you understand what it is you're doing. You can't just ask one part. It really needs to be the whole puzzle, right?
Yep.
And that's why there's so many different alphabets.
There's alphabet soup for Medicare.
And you're going to have to know it. And right now you have 2 days. What's your final words?
Give us a call. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't cost you anything except a couple minutes of your time.
That phone number to call him direct, it's 480-847-0701. Leave a message because he can't call you back if you don't leave a message. So he can call you back and help you. You got 2 days. And give him a call at 480-847-0701.
Woohoo!
if I traded it all, if I could.
The information and opinions you hear on this radio show are those of the guests and callers and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KFNX, its affiliates, management, or advertisers.
News, talk, sports. The pulse of Arizona. 11